Cristiano, it's been a while. As homecomings go, could that have gone any better?
Madeira, Manchester, Madrid, Turin, and Manchester again.
That I wore the shirt before many years ago, but I'm here to win again.
They've got one of the greatest football players of all time who will basically do every single thing right.
We have to know, did Ronaldo speak to you before he left early? He went off at 88, 89 minutes.
They're trying to force you out.
Yes, not only the coach, but the other 2 or 3 guys there around.
First tiptoed onto this storied stage, now in his immaculate maturity, CR7 reunited.
Roy, have you been swept along by this tide of Ronaldo mania?
Yes, I have. It's been great.
Some stories are meant to stay in the past, and some legends, no matter how great, should never come home. In 2021, Cristiano Ronaldo returned to Manchester United, a hero's return, a story that was supposed to write itself. But what began as a fairy tale ended as a warning, because when Ronaldo came back, he wasn't returning to the same Manchester United. And the Manchester United that welcomed him back wasn't the same club he'd left behind. This is the story of how nostalgia tried to save a giant and ended up breaking both the club and the man who once defined it.
Manchester United have signed Cristiano Ronaldo. It has been confirmed that they have agreed a deal.
To understand why Ronaldo's return felt so powerful, you have to remember what came before it. He arrived in 2003, a skinny teenager from Portugal with stepovers faster than the cameras could follow. Under Sir Alex Ferguson, he became more than a prodigy. He became a machine. Between 2003 and 2009, Ronaldo transformed himself from a raw talent into a Ballon d'Or winner. He helped United conquer England and Europe, 3 league titles, a Champions League, and an identity built on excellence. When he left for Real Madrid, it wasn't betrayal. It was destiny fulfilled. And so, when word spread in August 2021 that Ronaldo might join Manchester City, the thought of him in sky blue felt like sacrilege. United moved fast. Calls were made, texts were sent, and within hours, Cristiano Ronaldo was coming home. The announcement video, the number 7 shirt, the second debut. It all felt like somehow the presence of one man could restore everything that had been lost since Ferguson's retirement. His first game back said it all. 2 goals against Newcastle. The roar was deafening, the emotion overwhelming. Old Trafford believed again, but belief can be dangerous when it's built on memories.
I'm here, to win.
He scored 24 goals that season, in his late 30s, in a team that barely had structure. There were moments that felt like old times, the hat-trick against Tottenham, the late winners in the Champions League. But football had changed. United hadn't. Ollie, the man at the wheel, was drowning. His tactics, built on counter-attacks and emotion, collapsed under the weight of expectation. And Ronaldo, the ultimate individual, became both saviour and scapegoat. When United won, it was because of him. When they lost, it was because of him. Pundits questioned his pressing. Analysts said he didn't fit the modern system. But what system? United had no identity, no plan, just chaos wrapped in nostalgia. There was one night that summed it up perfectly. At Atalanta, in the Champions League. United trailed twice. Ronaldo scored twice. The second, a volley in stoppage time. Pure instinct. He saved them again and again, but each goal only delayed the inevitable. Because a team that needs saving every week is a team already broken. By November, Ollie was gone. The fairy tale was collapsing. The reunion, once so full of light, was starting to dim.
Manchester United is delighted to announce the appointment of Ralf Rangnick as interim manager until the end of the season.
Ralf Rangnick arrived, the so-called godfather of gegenpressing, a man of ideas, of systems, of order. But by the time he walked into the dressing room, it was too late. The squad was fractured. Cliques, egos, resentment. Ronaldo expected the standards of Ferguson's United. What he found was a club where mediocrity had become normal. He didn't hide his frustration. He trained harder than anyone, shouted louder than anyone, and isolated himself in the process. You could see it on the pitch, arms flung in disbelief, teammates avoiding his glare. The goals still came, but joy didn't. Rangnick's structure never took hold. United finished 6th, their worst Premier League season in decades. And through it all, Ronaldo looked like a man trapped in the wrong timeline.
When you playing together, you have to fulfill certain standards.
When Ten Hag arrived, it was supposed to be a reset, a new beginning. But instead, it became the breaking point. Ten Hag wanted discipline, order, control. Ronaldo wanted respect, ambition, victory. The two clashed immediately. He missed the pre-season tours. He was benched. When he did play, he cut a lonely figure, frustrated, disconnected. Then came Tottenham. Ronaldo refused to come on as a substitute. He walked down the tunnel before full time. A week later, he was suspended. The silence between him and the club became a storm. And then, the interview.
Cristiano, let me start just by asking you, why are you doing this interview with me?
Because
the player who once embodied United's standards was now exposing how far they'd fallen. And maybe, deep down, that's what hurt the most. Because for all his words, for all his anger, he wasn't wrong. Just days before the World Cup, Manchester United released a short statement. No farewell, no final match, no standing ovation. After everything he'd given, everything he represented, it ended in silence. The boy who left as a champion had returned as a saviour, but he left as a stranger. And the saddest part, it wasn't just Ronaldo's dream that died. It was United's illusion too. The idea that one man could restore their lost greatness, that a ghost of the past could guide them through the present. Ronaldo's return didn't fail because he was finished. It failed because both he and United were chasing memories instead of building new ones. Ronaldo's return wasn't a failure of talent, it was a failure of time. He came back to a club trapped in nostalgia, still chasing the shadow of Ferguson, while he was chasing the version of himself that once ruled the world. He came home to find that home had changed. And maybe, so had he. Football romanticizes the return. But the truth is, some stories end perfectly the first time. He left not to applause, but to silence. A legend exiled by the club that once made him. And that's what makes this story tragic. Because sometimes, the hardest part isn't watching a legend fall. It's watching him come home and realise it's no longer home at all. Thank you for watching the video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.